Where to trick-or-treat first? Wait, I know where.
Well, what do you want?
Trick-or-treat.
Thought Halloween was 3 days ago. You're kind of late. Bro, I don't have any candy. There's no candy.
Yummy, I got candy.
This update added a ton of new content. First of all, 9 new items are added. 2 melees, 1 ranged, and 6 miscellaneous. Our first item is Knuckle Blaster. Hitting an enemy with your M1 does 15 damage, but clicking a second time makes a small explosion that deals 65 damage with a pretty short cooldown. The next and final melee is the Bat Sword. An M1 does 27.3 damage and has a 3-hit combo that includes a lunge that does 42.4 damage. The first ability is Lunge. It does 40 damage and has a huge hitbox, but has a pretty lengthy charge-up time. The second ability is Bat Swarm. Similar to Darkheart's Tornado, you can fly around as bats, dealing damage in a circle around you. However, this item is only available during the Halloween update, but if you purchase it for 150 candies in the Halloween shop, you can keep it in your rotation forever, sorta like a P-Run item. The Lone Single Range is Idaho. It shoots flaming potatoes that do 20 base damage and 6 fire damage. Besides killing people, this item can boost you up to a better position, as it only does 10 damage to you. Our first of many miscellaneous items is Appetizer. This item heals you for 45 health and is single use. However, after you eat it, you receive an item in the same slot called Main Course. The Main Course heals you for 90 health, but does 4 bleed damage, and is also single use. The next item is Californian Friday. Californian Friday starts without ammo and has a 4-second reload animation. When you shoot, it does 29 damage per shot and fires 3 bullets. However, if it's a Friday, each bullet does 58 damage. The next item is Eye Patch. When you use this item, it turns the entire left side of your screen black, in return for 1.3x damage. It is not worth it. Next is Frightened Sheep 259378582. When you use this item, you receive plus 12 move speed, and now you only move on a single leg. Our next item is Mysterious Orange Elixir. When you consume this, you receive 1.5x damage and 35% defense, as well as healing you by 1 health every 0.05 seconds for 15 seconds. However, these buffs do decrease over time and you need to keep drinking the elixir like an addiction, or else you will suffer the consequences of withdrawal and fall asleep for 10 seconds and receive minus 25% defense for 5 seconds. After that, you don't need to drink it anymore and have escaped the perpetual loop of orange elixir. Our final miscellaneous item is the Man in a Bag. When you use this item, the bag falls to the ground, and after a few seconds, the cat attacks the closest player for 15 ticks that do 2 damage a hit. And yes, this item can target you if you're the closest to it. Along with new items, a lot of old items were changed as well. Banhammer was reanimated, and its base attack hitbox duration decreased from 20 ticks to 7 ticks, and Smash now requires the person to be on the ground before using it. Black Hole Raygun can no longer turn corpses into black holes. Comically Large Fork is now given the Tipper mechanic. Data Miner now switches the user's item sounds with other items in your inventory. Pool Noodle now comes in multiple colors. Flag Boost increased walk speed from plus 3 to plus 3.5. Hands of Fire's damage has been increased from 15 to 31. Keyblade's walk speed boost was increased from plus 2 to plus 4. And base combo no longer immobilizes the user during use, now decreases walk speed by 8. Sonic Rave no longer inflicts Ravatal. But Loads of Money's hat accessory was changed, and its ability was renamed to Da Dosh Dance. The pound meter graphic was changed, and it no longer charges over time. It changed hit sound, and the original hit sound now plays with each swing, and damage dealt now increases as the pound meter fills. Brimstone's hitbox was slightly changed. Virtuoso Melody Orbs reworked, and UI now shows up when you're in musical mode. Copper Wire Wrap Rock no longer requires the person to be holding an item. The Watermelon's cooldown was decreased to 4 seconds. For the intervention, players with the Black Magic Unleashed Kalga badge have an alternate firing sound. Lil Netty's base damage has been increased from 35 to 30, and the Sunita counter duration has been shortened. Dwarfer now gives you plus 25% defense. Shirimiru now has 6 uses instead of 3. Chalky Milk now has 4 uses instead of 3. Yo Mama's damage has been increased from 35 to 45 or 51.75. Granola Bar's uses have been increased to 9 from 3. Smoke Grenade's visuals have been changed and can do 15 damage. Kogolf's damage has been increased from 35 to 67, and now does not stop the person when using it, but instead decreases their walk speed by 4. And finally, they renamed Dummy Summoner to Combat Dummy Summoner. Several maps were added. 5 FFA maps, 4 Seasons V2, Brimstone Crag, Madness, Spookyard, and Teen Room. 2 ZS maps, which are Cemetery and Midnight Stage, a single MU map, Oni Mansion, and 2 Juggernaut maps being Commencement and Necromancer Arena, and the lone elimination map Oil Rig. They also added a few lobbies as well, those being Chromacopia, Join Avenue, Parlor, Smiling Friends, Spaceship, Waiting Room, and Yuma Nikki. Townie was also changed to have a more Halloween-y look, and more maps are compatible with TDM, Kit, and Elimination. On top of all this, a new boss was added. Contamination spawns you in a dark, gray facility with a Makarov. To progress, you must fight through hordes of zombies that spawn in the rooms ahead. You don't need to stay stuck with the Makarov, however. There are item boxes around the map in blue lockers that give you different weapons, including the AWP and the pixel gun. After you go through all the rooms, the final enemy, the Brute, spawns, which includes attacks like Spit, Stomping, and Pouncing. A lot of game modes are modified as well. In ZS, zombies now wear funny pumpkins on their heads, and the tank's HP was nerfed. In TC, all classes have their own unique respawn timers. In Elimination, the amount of modifiers that show up per round have been decreased, and 2 new modifiers are added, which are Item Asylum 2021 and Meme Machine. And for Juggernaut, the timer now caps out at 3 minutes instead of 4. There are several new emotes, and they're all pretty expensive. First, we have Assassination Classroom that costs 15,203 coins, Demon Swing costing 150 candies, Door Stuck costing 150,000 coins, Mesmerizer costing 12,320 coins, New Maxing, which cost a whopping 1 million coins, Pishuru Jig costing 60,000 coins, Piku Niku costing 35,000 coins, Sheep costing 2,008 coins, so much more costing 201,250 coins, Take It costing 40,000 coins, and finally, Unterno Game costing 750,000 coins. The limited time Halloween shop was added and includes limited emotes, tags, and the Bat Sword. You can purchase these with candies and receive 1 candy per every 50 coins you earn during a round. And on Halloween maps, you gain 2.5x candy. One of the most appealing features is the new loading screen. I mean, like, come on, just look at it. You can't tell me you don't love it. A lot of new kits were added too. 9 green kits being House, Frontier Adventure, Isolation, It Can Run Doom, Literally Parapants, Mr. C2 the J, Portaboy, Rhythm Game Enjoyer, and the Mansitter. 8 blue kits, which are 7.5 hour Burst Man, Can You Dig It? Dinner, Intervention, Master Spark, Horrible RNG, Minteresque, The Illusioner, and Wanna Rice Cracker. 6 purple kits being Fawati, Ham, The Strat, This Fish, Fish Reacted, and I Did It Like This. And 2 yellow kits, which are A Rank Border Agent and Fat Scout.